Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin starts quite friendly into the day. However, we're still lacking clarity because as you can clearly see, the latest rally of yesterday's low is just three-wave-like. Yeah, it's a three-wave structure. So I'm still waiting for a bit of clarity, but as I explained in yesterday's last video, as long as Bitcoin can hold the 30,060 level, highlighted here now as a yellow support area, it can go higher in a fifth wave. But it's, again, just a three-wave structure to the upside. So I cannot, at this stage, confirm that the wave 5 has started. But I think against that 30,060 level, the focus could be on higher. Nevertheless, it also again respected resistance here, and it's below it again. It broke out, yeah, but lost basically more than 50% of it again. So let's take a look at that. Let's start and talk about the short-term bullish case and the short-term bearish case. They are both, however, part of an overall bullish scenario. And you can see that the upside pressure is still there. It's just extremely difficult for bulls at the moment to break out here to the upside. Bear in mind, today we have the the inflation data coming out, core PCE. Maybe that will generate some additional volatility, but last few times it was a bit of a non-event. Short-term bullish case. So we have the situation that a wave 2 finished on the 15th of June. That should by now know really everybody, but I need to explain it from time to time because we get new viewers all the time. Now in this scenario now where we are moving higher in the short-term bullish case, we have a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, a wave 3 up, and the wave 4 could be complete. Yeah, we talked about that already yesterday, that, if it now breaks above resistance here, 30,780, we can talk about the wave 4 is complete. The relevant support level against which we can measure the wave 5, right? So basically we can measure risk in terms of, against a certain level, because below that level, it is very unlikely that this here is still a wave 4. We would then have to assume wave 4 already finished, but that is the short-term bearish case. But the relevant support level for the short-term bullish scenario is 28,546. Okay, so that hasn't moved for days, if not for a week, actually, nearly. And the idea, there are, of course, different ways to count this on the micro level. We have a wave W, we have a wave X, and a wave Y to the downside. And this could absolutely be complete in an A wave, in a B wave, and a C wave. Unfortunately, price here rallied again in 3 waves and got rejected. So we talk about that now. We could now go even more into even more detail, and we could say, okay, based on the assumption that wave 4 might have finished already, how would the wave count to the upside look like? And I sketched it out yesterday. It was already on the chart. So we had here a small wave 1, a wave 2. Wave 1, not clearly in 5 waves, but you can get away with it. And a 3-wave move to the downside. And I highlighted to you, if we get a sustained break above 30,780, we could assume that this 5th wave is running. Unfortunately, it was not a sustained break. It broke above it quite substantially, but it broke down again. But it broke resistance and it broke above the B wave high. So for now, I will give it the benefit of the doubt, okay? And as I said yesterday, the 30,060 level needs to hold for Bitcoin to push higher. So it held the golden ratio at 30,230. And if it now continues to push higher, obviously we have to assume the 5th wave is running, and it could be this structure. The problem is that it rallied in 3 waves. So I can at this stage not rule out that this was simply a high B wave. Yeah, A wave would sit here. It would then be a 5-wave move in A, B, and we could still come down, and C, lower. This is just something we still need to consider. But again, it's not a problem because the relevant support area is 28,546. Okay, so against that level, the focus can be on higher, and it can use this entire space. You just cannot predict it, sort of, there is no crystal ball, okay? But at the moment, I think we can give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's running, but it's, again, unfortunately too early to confirm. But it's starting to give us some good signs here. So this could, for example, be a wave 1, this a wave 2, maybe another small 1-2 setup, or the wave 1 as a leading diagonal, right? And this now as a wave 2 still unfolding. Again, this is now at a degree where you cannot, in a reliable way, sort of analyze the waves, especially if it's a diagonal to the upside. But yeah, I think we can focus on higher, but for further confirmation now, the bulls, of course, need to break above that 31,450 level here, the swing high of that was made on Friday. And you need to understand that due to the three-wave structure to the upside, it's not confirmed yet. And in the very short term, 30,060 is relevant support. Now, short-term bearish case, yeah, I already highlighted to you that it is possible that this was just a high B wave. And in the short-term bearish case, we would actually break below 28,546 and price would come down lower into the deeper support region between 26,190 and 28,100. But as long as we're holding this area, we can still focus on higher in a third wave. It would just not mean that wave 4 is still unfolding or finished already, but that wave 2 is already unfolding, and wave 4 finished last, I think it was Thursday, yeah, and wave 5 finished on Friday. It's possible because it's a 5-wave move up. It's just not a very reliable wave 4 because it was a bit short. The wave 5 was a bit short as well. Therefore, and also due to the shallow retracement here, assumption is that wave 1 is still unfolding here. Yeah. But yeah, if we go below that initial support region here, it is likely that we are in a wave 2. But that's only the alternative at this stage. And the idea is overall to go higher. Yeah, it's a tough market at the moment. It's quite boring as well. But Bitcoin tries it again. Let's see if it's successful now. And I'm going to go with this count at the moment. But be aware that this is really only a 3-wave move to the upside. So it's again a bit of a potential here in that Bitcoin broke above resistance. But again, it hasn't sustained above it. So yeah, it can easily break down. It can still break down easily. It's not an impulse here, unfortunately, again, unless it develops a 1-2-1-2 setup. But yeah, 30,060 is now the relevant, very short-term support. But it's squeezed between support and resistance, as you can see here. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.